Dit is Punch-Out. Zorg dat je het onthoudt, de plek waar je carrière begint of ophoudt. What up? It's your boy Axe. We here at PunchOutBattles. We got a special America versus England battle on neutral ground here in Rotterdam at PunchOut. Hey yo, y'all want to see this battle or what? Without further ado, man, the man on my right, introduce yourself.
I'm in Rotterdam!
MC to my left, introduce yourself, man.
What's going on? Truth, millionaires by morning, shout out, don't flop. PunchOutBattles, thanks so much for being here. Make some noise right down one time.
Alright, what you want, man? Call it heads or tails. And it's what? It's
Tails.
Heads. Who's gonna start? First round on truth, man. Give it up for this man one more time and let's get crazy, man.
Your mother's got a mustache. It's identical to the eyebrows. It makes her face look like roadkill whenever she takes a lie down. His girl is a skanky hoe. That bitch has got camel toe, but that's less surprising since he traded her for a camel toe. Leslie, Valerie, Katrina. You know what all these names are after? Hurricanes. See, most natural disasters are named after a bitch. Now there's a bitch named Dizaster. But you've been on form lately, Diz. But don't be surprised after this if your reputation descends. Fuck a disaster. I can weather the storm since most rains come to an end. And you should have prepped better, faggot. I fucked up in my last battle, but never panic when I spread your ashes over the edge of Erasmus. Cause what comes off of the top of this head with glasses is dreaded like Edgar Dazzles. And with these football references, you find it hard to focus. Because Americans aren't as smart as breeds as Europeans, we all notice. So I will say it in the slowest way so you can comprehend the moment. It's that sport called football where your foot hits the ball and your hand doesn't throw it. But don't trip this. I can get an average laughs. For instance, I just tell them that I grabbed your moms with my charismatic charms and average dance. When I pull my duke out, her fanny farts caused an avalanche in Pakistan and infected a cabbage plant in an Arab farm in Kazakhstan. You know, next door to where your Uncle Abdul parks. You know what the best thing is about Assalamu Alaikum? It rhymes with alcohol and bacon. And I love bacon. Smoke, unsmoked, bacon strips or rashes too. I've been into it before being into it was fashionable. So to rub it into his face and my plate's got bacon and his hasn't. For the next round, I will hold the mic and spit my bars in big line. But I give thanks to Ron Fife and Jodie Costa for giving me battles bigger than I deserve. But this time, the only way you're leaving this city is being driven in a hearse. When I decapitate you neck upwards, it'll be like revisiting a birth, cause I will take a head from a pussy with the greatest delivery on earth.
Hey yo, you said Americans are stupid and we don't know football. But football's my sport and those kids are my boys. You do have something in common with Edgar Davids, cause you stabbed me in the back and I'm Johan Cruyff. Your mom is fatter than Remix. I know you think I reused that line, but I didn't. It was an actual remix. Word, I'm the Inferno here to burn my rivals. I ain't never seen a nerd that's like you. You got a bird's IQ. I'm murdered than a burst a rifle. I was born to put bullets in Ur's disciples. My progress to the game is vital. Yeah, the British created football. You can claim the title. But last World Cup, you lost in the first round and Holland made it to the finals. Nederland. Yeah, this is Nederland. A place that I made my land. Get cut with that razor blade. If you even raise your hand, I'm mutilating you. I've hated you since the day me and my man Awkwards took a plane and flew out the blood in the water where we watched Ilmac father and rape and fondle and play with you. You're not the truth, you're far from it. The truth is, I got a lot of shit to say to you, because if you were the truth, you wouldn't bother say it. But since you do, it's obviously just a way for you to mask the fact that there's obviously nobody in this audience that's as fake as you. I take it all in moderation. But if everything that he say is true, then fuck the truth. I'd rather be labeled as an imitation than be caught in the same place as you. Follow the conversation in the next stage that I'm gonna take you through, where every statement I make is proof that when people say what they say is truth, it's usually a manipulation tool. He's lying in your face the same way a Mason would get inside your brain and try to play a game with you. Start thinking if you're listening. I'm not about to lose to someone who has the same physique as the British Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody meet Mrs. Bean. You can laugh all you want, try to get high fit. I run up in your house and I take your wife in. Yeah, in your house, that's where I might be. Then I make her come through and... I forgot the word, but it was something like, "Come me, bite me." I ain't never seen a bitch like you. Bro, you still hate. You look like all you had for dinner was a fucking milkshake. Without those fucking glasses, you wouldn't be able to see shit straight. You look like Bill Gates when he was still 8. Homie, and I don't gotta keep talking about how you're British so I can diss you. Because I don't want to make this shit an international issue. All of us in here are just glad you didn't bring none of your fucking ugly women here with you.
To admit Ilmac had one of his greatest performances against me ain't a problem, I'm a sport. But unlike you, I don't obsess over YouTube comments and reports, so if Ilmaculate did murk me and you got more in common than I thought. So I was gonna write some bars about your homeland, Lebanon, but when finding out Landmaster reference, couldn't decide which brain of sand to settle on. With all that suicide in your community, you either have low self-esteem or just can't get along, so you probably send your suicide notes as a self-addressed letter bomb. You see, in Rotterdam, we've got iPhones, Facebook, the internet gets still. Lebanon's just seen the opposable thumbs gene develop and are thrilled to be eagerly anticipating the invention of the wheel. You go on dates with girls in burqas who only have the eye see, but to you, that's the equivalent of watching porno on a widescreen. Bashir, you need to find a wife. You're not exactly a babe magnet when your reliance on getting pussy depends on an arranged marriage. So is that religion of yours something that you would die for? I consider you the reason all planes should have suicide doors. So me, in the crane kick position like Daniel's son, kneel and voice your ammo's guns, and if I land a punch, you'll have Aladdin's son missing like Abu Hamza's fun. You get as much action in a sack as a pack of nuns, cause them bags under your eyes are black enough to have a shadow patch the sun. You wanna bring out blades? I gotta patch you once. So quit your faggot fun or acting tough. We know you're not hard inside. If you ever see a disaster strike, it'll be outside an abortion clinic with a picket sign saying "Scar for love." Or one saying "Free magic carpet rides." See, I always thought California was like Menace to Society. But you've given a bigger insight than John Singleton could, because you're more like girls gone wild than boys in the hood. You may be Middle Eastern, you've got that backwards Cali fever. I mean, he's so LA, he puts an L and A in Al Qaeda and Al Jazeera. And I wouldn't doubt it either, if all your battle rap blogs aren't filmed against just a white sheet as a cinematic backdrop. See, I know you're mad you got a nerd about, but fuck it, I'll control, alt, delete and shut this down. From an office space in Canary Wharf in London town, you'd rather battle a gangster to try convincing that you pop them rounds to get rid of the blood in hip hop, because with it in, he can't eat off it because it's not halal. Some time on that.
Hey yo! God damn, someone needs to give me a translator! Or at least try helping them. I don't think anyone in here understood you either because no one understands Belgian. Or whatever the fuck you were talking. You fucking bitch ass. How come when you rap, your rhymes sound like they're a riddle? As far as the vowels that you spit, my announcement for this kid is that you pronounce them just a little like Malcolm in the Middle. But to be honest with you, When you say yo, 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 and come here, baby, girls in Holland just walk away from you and look at you all crazy. I mean, you really think that your accent is attractive to them? When girls in Holland hear my accent, they're like, ooh, it's an American. When they hear your accent, they're like, ooh, it's these faggots again. Hey, yo, I'm your fucking rival. We ain't gotta talk football or rhyming soccer. I don't give a fuck. I'll show bet your venue in fucking London and I'll fight your sponsor. I'll take your fucking wife and I'll stomp her. I'll fucking have her in a hospital with a fucking... They try to revive her by the nicest doctors. And then when they come in there, you're like, please give me the final answer. And that's when I go, Christ will conquer. I've reached the highest precipice. My mind is like a sign of high intelligence. Everything you rhyme's irrelevant. So if you beat me, you better come with some nicer references before I slice your ass up like a violent pessimist, you piece of shit, white supremacist. I will smash the fuck out of you till the cops can't find the remnants. And the only sign of tiny evidence they'll find on the whole entire premises is me doing a drive-by on a flying Pegasus, holding a Bible, reciting a line from Jen. Fuck a homicide detective or a science forensics kit. I'll leave your spine disconnected with the sharp knife, never mind that extra shit. Is this guy forgetting how many 90 lessons I've gave him on rhyming etiquette? I'll take your bitch and treat her like a fucking pussy hole and I'll stretch your lips. I'll fucking smack you, dude. I don't want to be nice, I got an attitude. I'll take your glasses, snap them in two, then take them back home, put them together, back with glue, and come back over here and sell them back to you.
See, I know you want unlimited rounds, right? I ain't falling for that trap for this. With all them unlimited rounds you do, you act like Father Time disowned you like your real daddy did. But in a 90-second round, he'll hardly get out a rhyme. He'll spend 20 seconds flaring his nostrils, another 20 poking out his eyes, half a minute telling the crowd member to shut the fuck up, whoever A doesn't exist, or B has been silent for the whole time. Another 20 seconds pacing, heavy breathing for another 5, and when he says his first line, he'll be like, yo, I'm an arms technician, and the host will be like, time. You need more quality control and discipline, hater. You like the lasting impact in the 90s like a mini display. So Aggie, you messing with the English now. You think I'll give a shit? I've got football firms that will stuff credit cards in your lips, kick you in the nuts until your cheeks will split, and we'll see a Chelsea smile like Abramovich when his teams get wins. Plus, your record against us Brits isn't that great. Censor marked you, even though the confirmation was late. Lego intent you put you in the grave and only touched on Islam as your faith, and shot his son you so bad you should have a double Barry name. But I liken you to a forensic scientist, and what's to believe to be a homicide scene, rummaging through the remains of a young girl as her body lies clean, looking for fingerprints and evidence and ignoring the suicide note that lies under her. Basically, your greatest mistake was obsessing over DNA when your real problem was the toothless right in front of you. And is your main achievement these little battle raps you like? You're 30 years old for shit. What are you doing with your life? Rhyme time made you who you are. They gave you buzz and made you noise. Gave you a plateau to go and state your voice. And even when people were hating on you, they had your back because they're your boys. So with that DNA shit, you turned on them quicker than Johan Cruyff. But you probably just wanted to meet Drake so bad. So when you took his paper, you just looked like an excitable, grateful teenager. So after tonight, when I make you realize your life goal of being the greatest battle rapper makes you a failure, you'll invest that Drake money more smartly and I'll be like, take care and thank me later.
Hey yo, he wants to sit here and talk about how it's disowned by my dad. It's funny how those last two punchlines you got reactions from were about Drake. Because they were the best you ever had. The best you ever had. The mic got cut the fuck off. Mic got cut the fuck off. I make your bitch suck me off. But no, seriously. I told Jordy Vision, kindly, please, if you get me someone from Britain, give me one of their top of the line MCs. And no matter how hard you try to find them, I won't charge you a finder's fee. He told me you have truth. I'm like, truth? That fucking guy is weak. But I'll battle him if that's who you're trying to see. And that moment is when I realized the irony, because there was never truth to begin with. To set this battle up, they had to lie to me. I commend you on the fact that you support your sobriety. But that shit that you're wearing is whack as fuck, bro, and you can never be as fly as me. I really think you need to calm the fuck down now and go and get a drink. You're getting nervous as fuck, Truth. Your face is turning pink. Yeah, it really is. Really, I handle my biz. You can't fuck with me, boy. I'm that Los Angeles kid. And motherfucker, man, I seen your fat mother out there in England playing rugby in her ugly sweater. Fucking, with her and her fucking big ass buddies rubbing their nuts together. Man, that fucking fat, hungry heifer could probably sit down and have lunch forever. This bitch never listens to the stuff he tell her. He got locked up and he wrote her an I love you letter and she responded back like I've moved on because I found someone who fucks me better. This guy, Truth, in high school, they probably used to punk him for his phone. When he'd see a black guy walking down the hallway, he'd just look at the lockers and jump in them on his own. Like this motherfucker would get on the mic and try to act brolic. Then he'll see a gangster in the fucking dark alley and be like, oh, no, oh, you can have my wallet. And every time he does it to a black dude, he just embarrasses himself. Because the black guy looks back at him like, fuck do I want your wallet, boy? I got a fatter one myself. You fucking pussy. You're done for. I'll fucking murder you. I'll scorch like the sun hard. And no one gives a fuck about your metaphors or your dumb bars when we all know you grew up with a horse on your front yard. So keep on forcing your fucking metaphors that are subpar and you're gonna force me to run you the fuck over with Michael Schumacher's Formula 1 car. Gleich du Gampe!
Hey, man.
Yo, give it up for you one more time, man. Give it up for Dizaster. You decide to win this battle, leave a comment on YouTube or go to PunchOutBattles.nl, man. Quick shout out to Grind Time, King of the Dot, Don't Flop, URL.gotbeef and rapmusic.com and all that, man.
Yeah.
Bass mentality also in this bitch. Bass mentality.